Okay, well, I do believe in striking while the iron is hot, and so I posted a video yesterday. Might as well do another one. Again, keeping my voice pretty low here because I'm the only one up in the house. We live in a very small house, so I don't want to wake anybody up. Um, yeah, one interesting note, I haven't posted a video in over a year until yesterday, and posting that video only caused me to lose subscribers, so that's pretty funny. Not that I care, not in this for subscribers, but to show cool records. So here's some more. This is a original Jamaican pressing of Forever Version, Dennis Al Capone. Really killer reggae record. For some reason, there's quite a bit of reggae in this stack. Here's the LP Jama from Rico. Rico put out, I want to say, I don't know how many solo records, at least 3 that I can think of off the top of my head. Excuse me, I have 2 of them. This one's excellent. This is an original UK pressing on 2-tone. He did work with, I think, like the Specials and a bunch of other 2-tone bands, as well as having his own solo career. On Black Jazz, a promo copy of Doug Carnes' Spirit of the New Land, featuring his wife, Jean. Killer stuff. I'm just going to fly through these. Another promo copy on Stacks of Bound to Happen from William Bell, one of the most awesome soul R&B vocalists of all time. Love William Bell. And like a lot of these guys, Paul Weller turned me on to him. I believe he covered a song of his, the title of which is not coming to mind immediately. But yeah, as a teenager, or in my 20s and 30s and my teens, Style Council, Paul Weller was responsible for turning me on to a lot of killer soul music. Speaking of which, Paul Weller was responsible for turning me on to Curtis Mayfield. This is an original American pressing of the Young Mods' Forgotten Story. Absolutely killer, absolutely killer Impressions album. Probably my favorite Impressions LP. So good. Arranged by Donny Hathaway and Johnny Pate. Solo LP, French original on Cobra. Ricard Pinhas, Rhizosphere. I love Cobra. Very cool label. This is, I think, a repress, first repress of La Dusseldorf, which of course is Klaus Dinger from Neu. Good stuff. This is the second and final solo LP from Judy Sill, Heart Food. This is, I mean, heartbreakingly good. You know, and when you read about her life and stuff, it makes listening to this record even harder, but beautiful. Yeah, like one of those things where it hurts to listen to it. It's so good, so beautiful, and when you throw in the tragedy of her life, it's hard to listen to. But this is an original American pressing on Asylum. This is an original UK pressing of Elton Dean's solo LP, self-titled. Killer stuff. More, Canterbury jazz. Absolutely killer. This is an original American pressing of Police and Thieves, Junior Mervyn, absolute stone cold reggae classic. What is there to say about this? Obviously, The Clash covered that track. American original of The Replacements LP, Tim, My Namesake. yeah, I love the Replacements. My brother is actually a huge Replacements fan, and back in the '80s, he was crazy for them, and I was kind of eh about them. But as the years have gone by, I've really gotten into them, and this is not my favorite Replacements LP, but it is my namesake. Here's an original Italian pressing of Storia o Leggenda. I mentioned that's Stories and Legends from the Italian progressive rock group Le Orme. Just killer. I love these guys. I love the artwork on this LP. This is an original Vertigo pressing with the swirl of Jade Warriors LP, Last Autumn's Dream. Really like these guys' first few albums. I think I have their first three on the Swirl edition, and yeah, I haven't been able to get into too much their later stuff, but these first three are really good. This is an original American pressing of Yesterday's Folks by US 69 on Buddha. Another really good kind of folk psych kind of thing. I like this record a lot. This is original Jamaican pressing of Unconquered People from Israel Vibration. Again, another just killer reggae LP. Fantastic on Tough Gong. This is a reissue on Synedelic for the soundtrack to Ecologia del Delito from Stelvio Cipriani, probably my absolute favorite Italian composer. This film was released with the American title Bay of Blood. This is one of the main inspirations for Friday the 13th. And of course, Cipriani's scores, are always killer. Directed by the absolute godfather of Italian horror, Mario Bava. This is, I believe I don't remember if they're Swedish or Finnish, progressive rock group Midnight Sun. This is an original American pressing on Cap. It's got this little sample copy sticker up here. For me, the jury's still out on these guys. I like the music a lot. The vocals, not so much. This is a cool UK original pressing of a LP called Movements by Johnny Harris, who I think was some sort of like band leader kind of guy who released this LP that contains some music from some films, as well as like some interesting cover versions. The covers aren't super great, but the first three tracks on side one are killer. They're all original compositions, and they're from some film called Fragments of Fear. But this is really good. I think these guys are American. The Heads, Psych LP, Heads Up. This is not like laden with tons of like fuzz and things like that. It's very much more subtle, but very good. I really like the opening track, Are You Lonely For Me, Baby? Which I think might be a cover, but whatever. This is an original French pressing, Amason Catalyze on Actuel, French psychedelic progressive rock band. These guys were somehow affiliated with David Allen of Gong prior to Gong, I want to say, and then went off and formed this band. This record is great. I absolutely love it. Definitely, although a French band, sounds heavily influenced by Canterbury. Highly recommended on this one. Original UK pressing of Froops LP, Future Legends on Dawn. This is the only Fruit record I own, although I would love to get some more. This one is really, really good. Progressive, classical, folk, rock. Original UK pressing of Dillinger's Answer Me Question. The title track is great. On Third World. Killer reggae record. This is an American psych rock band, Eden's Children. I believe they released 2 albums. I have them both. This is the first one on ABC. Really good. The second one's really good too. If you like psych. This is an original mono pressing of Waltz for Debbie, Bill Evans Trio, Scott LaFaro, and Paul Motion. This thing is absolutely amazing. Mono, deep groove, original pressing on Riverside. I found this in a thrift store for $1. This is an original mono pressing of Giant Steps. John Coltrane, needs no introduction, needs no further words. There's the Black Atlantic label. Come here, Bill. Just killer. Classic funk LP. Original pressing, still in shrink, of Fully Loaded from Magnum on the Phoenix. This thing is great. Absolutely killer funk LP from 1974. And last but not least, this is an original pressing on Warwick of Distortions from The Litter. Was really happy to find this. Again, I found it about, a year ago or so in a budget bin for $3, believe it or not. All right, everybody, have a good day. Stay healthy.